couldn't sit still on the plane. She wiggled in her seat, kicking her little legs as she peered out the window. "Mummy, are we in Ghana yet?" she asked for the 100th time. Mummy Hannah chuckled, smoothing her daughter's braids. "Almost, baby. Just a little longer." Daddy Uche adjusted his hat and grinned. "You're going to love it, pretty. Ghana is full of fun, family, and lots of tasty food." The plane landed at Kotoka International Airport in Accra. Pretty pressed her face against the window, eyes wide with wonder. As they stepped off the plane, the warm Ghanaian air wrapped around them like a hug. Pretty, Sister Hannah, Uncle Uche. Auntie Janet stood waiting in a bright kente dress, waving with both arms. Pretty squealed and ran into her arms. "Auntie Janet, you're here." Janet lifted her up and spun her around. "Welcome home, my darling. Did you have a good flight?" They collected their bags and followed Auntie Janet to her car. The drive through Accra was amazing. Pretty leaned out the window, watching colorful market stalls, women balancing baskets on their heads, and children playing by the roadside. Vendors sold plantain chips, kelawele, and sabolo drinks. "Mummy, can we buy some?" "Of course." Mummy Hannah laughed. "But first, let's go see Grandma." When they arrived at Grandma's house in East Legon, the gate swung open. Grandma stood in the courtyard in a beautiful wax print dress, arms wide open. "My pretty, Akwaba." Pretty ran into her arms, and Grandma kissed her cheeks over and over. 3 little cousins came running, Kofi, Amma, and Effia, laughing and smiling. "Come play with us." Kofi tugged her hand. "But first you have to eat," Grandma said, leading them inside. The next morning, Pretty woke to the sound of birds and the smell of something delicious. She jumped out of bed and ran to the kitchen. Grandma was stirring a big pot of waki. "Good morning, my sunshine," Grandma said, kissing her forehead. "Today we're going to the beach." Pretty gasped. "A real beach with sand and waves?" "Yes-o." Auntie Janet laughed as she entered with a basket full of fresh mangoes. "And after that, we'll go to the market." After breakfast, they all piled into the car and headed to Labadi Beach. The moment Pretty saw the golden sand and bright blue sea, she kicked off her sandals and ran. "Come, Pretty," Amma called, grabbing her hand. They giggled as they splashed into the waves. Daddy Uche and Kofi played football with some local boys. Mummy Hannah and Auntie Janet relaxed under a big umbrella, sipping coconut water. A man walked by selling ice kenki. "Daddy, please." Daddy Uche laughed and bought some for everyone. Pretty licked hers happily, her face sticky and sweet. After the beach, they headed to Makola Market. Pretty held tightly to Mummy's hand as they walked through the busy stalls. There were colorful fabrics, shiny beads, wooden carvings, and fresh fruits everywhere. "Pretty, look." Grandma pointed to a stall full of beautiful Ghanaian dolls. Pretty picked one dressed in kente cloth and hugged it tightly. "I'll name her Afia," she said. Then they stopped at a waki stall and ate from banana leaves. Pretty tried to eat without making a mess, but failed, laughing the whole time. That evening, Grandma's compound filled with music. Uncle Kwame brought out his djembe drum and neighbors gathered to dance. Pretty watched as her cousins moved to the rhythm. "Come, let me teach you," Amma said, pulling her in. At first, Pretty wobbled, but soon she was dancing with them, twirling, swinging her arms, beads in her braids, clicking with every step. Even Mummy Hannah and Daddy Uche joined in, dancing under the moonlight. Later that night, Pretty sat on Grandma's lap, tired but happy, holding her doll Afia close. "I don't ever want to leave Ghana." Grandma kissed her head. "Don't worry, my love. This will always be your home, too." The stars shimmered above the courtyard. The camera slowly spiraled toward Pretty's sleepy smile, then rose into the night sky. The lights of Accra twinkled below. The end? Or is it?